In a rapidly expanding omniverse of sci-fi content, two Terrans try to make sense of it all. From the latest to the greatest to the most thought-provoking science fiction content on the screen, we bring you Crowded Space Podcast!
Awesome. We were supposed to go see, what was that? Wakanda Forever?
Wakanda Forever!
But because we're old,
apparently the forever describes the runtime.
It's definitely the runtime. Almost 2 hours and almost 3 hours long. And let's just say, we've been up for about, since 3 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. They're probably going to be seeing my eyelids before I see Wakanda on the screen. But anyway, so
Jarod was I twist your arm to record some more episodes.
Well, why not, right?
Mm-hmm. And we got to test out the new mic.
Yeah,
see if we can pick up us drinking booze on this fine day before
Yeti
Veterans
mic.
Day.
It's great. It's a nice mic,
right?
Yeah.
And tomorrow's, Veterans Day. I'm not going to get to see you, so we got to celebrate your service now.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Well,
Thank you for not drowning and causing us more taxpayer money.
Somebody's got to do it.
Thank you for your service.
If I don't do it, it's the politicians that do it. So
yeah. In this episode of the Crowded Space Podcast, I was hoping to...
We got to do an interview.
Get to know us a little bit better and our take on science fiction so that, in future episodes, you'll get an idea of the background perspective that we come with.
Especially those wonderful people that listen to us on the way to work in early mornings about 3 times every day. That would be, our greatest fans.
Exactly. This is for them.
Yes, this is for them. Enjoy, guys. I know you will.
First question I'm going to throw at you then, Eric, is which series got you into science fiction in the first place?
What series? It was, Buck Rogers was a big...
it was
Buck Rogers is like one of the biggest... It was like a TV series. And I think it ran it was mid-70s, during this first Star Wars. And it was on TV, and of course I was in Canada back then, so it was a big thing because of the Buck Rogers was pretty awesome, so that got me into it. And of course Star Wars was like everybody else's thing that gets them into sci-fi, right?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people, Star Wars was their into science fiction for sure.
Yeah, Trek was not until later on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Trek was definitely the first for me. I would say, and that was directly because of my mom was being such a Trekkie and fan of the original series, and now.
It wasn't even popular back then in the 60s if it came out, right? Original?
Yeah, I was watching TOS, reruns. It's the beauty of a syndicated series, I guess. And, my mom taping it, bootlegging it on the VCR and rewatching some of the episodes.
I did that for DS9. You know what DS9 was? Dude, really? It was on 2 in the morning. I'd set my VCR. For DS9, 2 in the freaking morning.
You put in the code that you don't have to program anything.
No, it wasn't that technologically advanced.
Figured while
back
we're
then.
going, yeah, Buck Rogers, me.
Yeah, Buck.
That was a little. Because age difference. I knew about Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Dude, I had the figures and the ships. Yeah, it was big.
Yeah,
that's
a pretty good swag. All right, we're putting that on the logo too, Buck Rogers.
So what about you? What was your
Trek original? The original series. I would say that's what got me into it and really gravitated towards Spock and the whole idea.
Oh, really? I didn't figure that out.
What does it mean to be human
and Data? Right?
Oh yeah, with Data, and that's and the Next Generation is the Trek that I got into kind of myself, and
is that what sparked your career?
With my mom, and
is that what sparked your career to get into what you're doing
today? A little
bit,
yeah. I mean the science aspect of it.
Yeah, he's a scientist, by the way. He has his own lab. He's pretty brilliant, so that's my buddy right there.
We're not here to talk about that. We're not here to talk about science. We're here to talk about science fiction.
So what's the next? You have all the questions. So.
I do. So the next one is, who was your first sci-fi crush?
Well, Wilma from Buck Rogers probably was the top of the list.
Ooh, okay.
And then, of course, Princess Leia, obviously, like anybody else.
Yeah, huh. I guess I had more of a sister relationship with Leia since I fancied myself a young Luke Skywalker. She was just off
I was more Han Solo. So.
But, yeah, I mean, the slave outfit, you don't like that. You don't have a pulse.
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't even have a sci-fi nerd card either. If you, right?
Yeah, to some extent.
You shouldn't even have a card,
right?
To take your card and rip it up right now.
Yeah, no. For me, Beverly Crusher.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. I know she's not your quintessential super sexy, voluptuous, but
Natasha Yar, man, come on.
Least favorite female.
Two episodes.
I like tomboys too, but Natasha Yar, like,
come on, somebody's got to give her
love.
When
she seduced Data, that was pretty. Pretty hot. That was an awesome outfit she was in. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And she had like her hair all like on her head, like
the navel
up
exposed,
a little bit.
and
no
programming in the world could resist that. But no love for Troy, huh?
Well, Troy is all right, but it's an obvious thing, you know.
I guess so. Yeah.
It's just that's one of those things like, oh yeah, everybody probably in track that watched it liked her.
That's the tap dancing doctor. Tap danced her way into my heart. So here we go. I might have to ask. The next one is your next. Next. You might have to actually. I need your top two but at any rate, without further ado, who is your favorite science fiction pilot?
Science fiction pilot?
Yeah.
I would have to say that applies to both the old series and the new series. Starbucks from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, the wife and I were talking about, should we watch the originals of Battlestar Galactica?
Oh my gosh,
I've never
yes.
seen it. Really?
Oh yes, dude.
Oh,
come
okay.
on.
I actually thought it was...
And you should watch it, and we should talk about it.
Oh, okay. There's like, yeah.
Put it on the list.
It's on the list.
Because it's good. I remember watching it as a kid. Watching the old school Battlestar Galactica. Dude, it's really good.
Yeah, I've read a little bit about it, seen the toys.
Don't ask me the actors. I don't have a list, but anyway, they were I mean, they were all good back then. I think one of them was like an A-Team. He played Face on A-Team.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what his name was. I'm terrible.
You put me on
Johnny on the spot. So.
I thought you were going to go Han Solo. That's what I'm like, I need your top two.
Well, Han Solo would be my second one.
But maybe he's like smuggler, scoundrel first for you. And pilot second.
Definitely. But, absolutely. Because I always thought, he was a good pilot, but I always thought, Luke was a good, he was a pilot as well. But he had the Force on his side, right? So.
Or Ben Kenobi's kind of a pilot. Well, no. Yeah, he's a pilot.
Yeah. Anakin Skywalker was a pilot too.
Yeah.
If you count the prequels as canon. Some people don't, but hey, all you gotta do is make Jar Jar Binks the Sith Lord and you're all set.
Oh,
that'll get you through the 3 episodes.
I'm cutting that right out. I'm cutting that right out. For sure. Yeah. Oh, this is a tough one for me. I'm leaning towards Wash from Firefly, just because he's just so quirky and funny.
Yeah, but is that piloting skill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done some cool feats. I mean, especially in the movie. He got unlucky and got, spoiler alert, got stabbed through the chest or whatever. But
here we go.
Leaving the Wind. Come on.
I even watch those. So if people haven't watched them yet, well, go to YouTube, Do the Firefly. I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's all there, I think. And you can watch it there. Then let us know. You can tweet us and say, hey, yeah, you were right, man. He was a pretty funny guy. He could have been a great pilot.
He could have been. I didn't say who did I think was the best pilot. Who is my favorite? Who's your favorite pilot?
Okay.
So, no wrong answers. But just how comedic he is, and he's gotten them through some tough scrapes, and took his chance trying to be a tough guy. So wash. So related to that, what's your favorite sci-fi spaceship?
Spaceship?
Or starship, whatever, yeah.
Well, what do you
favorite
think?
sci-fi ship?
Millennium Falcon, man.
Okay,
Come on.
well, you didn't say Han Solo, so I don't know. We're off the script.
Han Solo to me is, like you said, it's like he's scoundrel. He's he's like a badass rogue type of thing. And yeah, he's a great pilot, but it was never a thing that I thought, like, because Legend
has it, he found a very short path through the Kessel Run.
Right. That's true. Yeah, but in like the movies, the 3 movies, he does a lot of flying in the beginning, but towards like the big firefights, right? The space battles, he's friggin' not even there. Right? Because Lando flies.
Oh, yeah, that's
Lando flies the ship.
I'm just going to come in at the end and play the hero.
Right, so he's on the planet and is doing this thing.
I'll swoop in once all those turrets have been shot to shit.
You're all clear, kid.
Like a sky. Yeah. Thanks, Han, wherever you were. Could have used you a half an hour ago where you were...
That's going to cost you.
Yeah. Doing an extra spice run, making money on the side while the rebels get their ass kicked.
Well, who shot first?
Yeah. Han. End of story.
Yeah. Agreed.
This is also one that I wrote and haven't thought about. That is tough. Favorite sci-fi ship. Yikes.
Really? You don't have one?
I mean, okay. I want to say...
You got to go with your gut. What is it? Go. Now.
Enterprise.
I knew it. Which one?
That's the right question. Yeah. Which one?
Because there's a lot of them.
Oh, they really did. Yeah, I have to go TNG's. Always get a special...
The old school Galaxy class?
Yeah. With the separating saucer.
Oh, man. Yeah. I remember it doing that, and I thought it was the most badass thing I've ever seen.
Oh, that's... people will kind of... poo-poo the first episode, and they'll say, oh, that's before Jean... Why am I blanking on the actor's name for Jean-Luc Picard?
Now you're making me blank out.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Cut. I'm not too worried about it.
It's all off the cuff.
Where was I going with that? Though, oh, yeah. So in the very first episode, or first season in general, people will say, oh, it's before Patrick Stewart really... kind of get along with the rest of the cast, and they were kind of too less formally trained because he's like a from London Shakespearean actor, big deal or whatever.
Yeah, was he a dick on set?
Well, just wasn't as open and warm as he was in later.
Well, he's British. What do you
seasons.
expect? No offense to any British friends that's going to listen to this.
With all of that aside. Bringing up just some tidbits I read on the internet lately.
Oh, because everything on the internet
that aside,
is real.
The first episode when they separate the saucer to go back to the and he puts Frakes through his paces, and he as number one, he's gonna go and kind of manually oversee the release and
the
which I just really like that it was cold and challenging Picard was.
Yeah.
Even as a captain, and him.
But he's definitely my favorite first officer.
Happened both
for sure.
on set and on the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Like the captain warmed up to his crew.
Yeah, because Riker has always been my favorite first officer. For sure, yeah.
Ooh, favorite first officer.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with the XO from Battlestar Galactica.
Really? Oh, really? The old guy?
The old guy.
What's his name? Saul? No, it wasn't Saul.
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
it was Saul. Aha, look at that.
You're like, no, it can't be. That's Better Call Saul.
I was just thinking that too.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's Better Call. No, it's definitely
We
Saul.
need
And I have to say,
all right, internet, we need a 5-minute short where it's Better Call Saul, but with an XO from Battlestar.
get on it. I want to see it.
Oh man, the
Tweet us.
reveal, he was this old, tiny, strict, commander.
Dude.
Had his
you
own
didn't even see it coming when they said he's a.
Oh, that's for me. That's one of the biggest twists in
Me
sci-fi
too.
history. I was just stunned.
I was stunned.
Floored.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Battlestar Galactica, the new series, really had the most jaw-dropping moments I think I've ever seen on a TV show.
It's getting rebooted.
I don't want to see reboots again.
Well, okay, but if any series was going to get a reboot, they really set up for Battlestar Galactica to get rebooted, right?
Well,
it's like, this will keep happening until someone breaks the cycle.
So good.
Even
when you thought it was like, oh, this season's kind of sucky, but then it's like, oh my god, you just turned it around.
They do need to re-release a Battlestar Galactica cut where they skip out some of those throwaway. There's some throwaway episodes where there's no real.
But you gotta have those sometimes.
No, I get it. They've got a quota, and
I mean, how many throwaway Next Generation episodes were there?
None. They're all gems. Yeah, tis Chakotay didn't do anything.
I did see him at the mall once.
Frakes.
Yeah,
cool.
I was sitting at the mall. My wife was getting her hair done, and he walked past me, and I looked at him, and then I did another double take, and I said, "I know you," and you know what he said to me? "That's nice." He kept walking.
That's nice.
He kept walking.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, it's just me and him. Me and him at the mall. Nobody else around.
You gotta.
He looked at me.
A little stronger.
He had that smile, that twinkle in his eye, and he said, "That's nice."
Nice.
Yeah,
that is nice.
It is nice, jerk.
Anyway. What did you want? What did you want?
I wanted all right, dude. Yay.
Sing and dance
How's
for
it
me,
going?
monkey boy. Well,
How's
he does.
it going?
Yeah, he does live in Maine. So,
so what's your next question? Do you have any more, or is that the last one?
That's the That's the last of the first set.
Oh.
Just have 20 more.
20 more.
Then we'll build
what's our runtime right now?
We'll build a full psychological profile of you by the time we're done. So you're getting close to your bedtime. Hey, we'd still be watching Wakanda Forever right now. So,
anyways, we're sorry we didn't get Wakanda done, but we will at some point. But not in the theater for 3 hours.
I've made promises to no one.
3 hours. 3
His
hours.
Bladder, he's old. His bladder can't take that. That's not fair to expect that of anyone. His age. Oh, okay. This is the last one, and you can tell I was running out of ideas.
You're running out of steam.
I'm running out of ideas on this one.
Okay. I'm scared for you to ask now.
Which planet would you want to retire to in all of science fiction?
All
fandom?
Planets?
Yeah, any planet.
Ryza, man.
Ryza, yeah.
Ryza from Next Generation.
That's funny.
Dude, you want to be on a planet that's tropical and hedonistic. Perfect.
All right. Well,
what about you?
That was exactly my answer. So you can tell why we're good buds.
That's right.
Let's get a little clink clink.
Yeah, clinkety clink.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you.
It's your turn to sign us out of here.
Off the hook. So I just want to take a moment. Is it my turn? Did you do it last time?
Yeah, I did.
I'm not
sure
that you did.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Well, I just wanted to take a moment to thank all of our listeners and you, Eric, for your time.
Hey, no problem.
Listening to our Get to Know the Hosts special segment.
I'll have questions next time.
I did kind of spring this on you, so
that's cool.
You're almost forgiven.
Yeah.
Hopefully
people will forgive you about that Star Trek episode.
Code of honor. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
And you do.
No, but watch it and let us know on Twitter how bad it is.
So, signing off then, remember, It's the journey, not the destination or the spoiler.
Amen.